United States of America found itself drawn into a war with fundamentalist zealots, extremists who saw this great country as a danger to all that they believed. The Americans saw the hate in the eyes of these zealots and believed these people would do everything they could to destroy the way of life they held so dear. The American people decided they would need leaders to do the right thing, to protect them. And so, America chose its president. And so it began. Armies of the United States attacked countries it felt might harbor more terrorists. And though it was said these soldiers fought for freedom and democracy, the residents of the rest of the world suspected and feared another motivation. For in a nation where an exposed breast on network television invoked cries of immorality, where people believed a greater power had helped their baseball team win the big game, and where abortion rights remained a heated legal battle, there could be no denying Christ was king. The circle fed itself. America retreated deeper into Christian dogma, electing leaders who reflected their beliefs and values, putting it at greater odds with many in the Muslim world. Then, in the midst of a routine prostitution sting, the world discovered that vampires were not only the stuff of legend. The news spread like an epidemic. Vampires were real, creatures of darkness, drinkers of blood, spawns of Satan. If facing an opposing religion had galvanized the American people's faith, the discovery of a vampire among them cemented it. And all those who did not share their faith felt their wrath. The vampire nation, which had lived in secrecy for thousands of years, was alarmed. They saw their doom in the crosses and weaponry of the Americans, and so they hired an assassin to destroy the United States' newly formed Congress of High Clerics in an attempt to defuse their efforts. An attempt which failed. The United States retaliated by striking all its enemies. Retaliation caused retaliation, and for the second time the earth was cleansed. This time not in water as it had been in Noah's day, but in fire. The ruling factions of the United States survived and sought to rebuild in a new image. But the vampires, unaffected by radiation, survived as well, setting the stage for an eternal war, as the humans built a domed city they christened New Vatican City, and the hungry vampire horde circled it like a bird of carrion. New Vatican City grew in power over the next 100 years, and its people reveled in their faith. For they had a savior, a Messiah, Jesus Christ, the second coming.